We are welcoming tonight Laura Lester, who is in charge of the South Carolina Specialty Foods Association, which is part of our wonderful South Carolina Department of Agriculture. We're glad you made the trip.
So happy to be here again, Amanda. It's always great to be here on Making It Grow. And I have a very special guest with us today. We have Catherine Frankstone, for those of you just tuning in. Catherine is with Grey Ghost Bakery in Charleston, South Carolina, and she has some delicious cookies, and we're going to be making some here on the show today. Tell us again what they are, Catherine.
We are making chocolate cayenne cookies.
Cayenne is in cayenne pepper.
Yes,
All right.
yes. It has just a little touch of heat at the end.
Well, they sound delicious, and we can't wait to try them, and we're really looking forward to hearing about them. Now, tell us what makes your cookies so special and stand out from all of the other cookies.
Well, the number one thing is that they're based on old family recipes. So they are old-fashioned comfort cookies. They are chewy. They're made with high-quality, premium ingredients, good old-fashioned butter, sugar, flour, and eggs.
Did you learn to make them from your mama or your grandmama?
No, my father actually taught me how to bake.
Your daddy did?
He did, yes, he did. When I was a little girl, I wanted an easy bake oven, and my parents didn't think that was a very good idea. They thought if I had an interest in baking, I needed to learn how to do it in the real thing. So they pushed a chair up to the counter, and I climbed up and learned how to bake alongside my dad.
And now you can stand on the floor and do it
Yes,
without
I
the
can.
chair. Okay.
Yes.
So you're going to tell us a little bit about what goes in this cookie?
Well, this cookie has, like I said, butter, sugar, flour, eggs. We put in some, we use a less refined sugar, so it has a little touch of molasses naturally in the sugar.
A little more complexity.
That helps make it a little bit chewier. We use a high butter fat, European-style butter that also helps to make it a chewier cookie.
It just sounds like it's getting better and better.
I know, and they are delicious. Now, and your cookies are just a really pretty cookie, too. They kind of look like they have a little glitter on the outside of them, if you will. So what makes them look that way?
We actually roll all of our cookies in either sugar or one flavor has nuts and cinnamon. So we,
each cookie, you got to go to all this much trouble?
We do. All of our
Wow.
cookies are hand formed. And
Gosh.
I will, this is
Give
a
us
little
a demonstration.
sticky dough, so I'm going to use some gloves.
Okay.
And so this is the sugar that we're going to roll them in, correct?
Yep. We roll them in turbinado sugar, which is
Okay.
a more coarse sugar than regular table sugar. And so it actually doesn't melt in the baking process. So we take a little bit of dough and just roll it in sugar.
I used to make a cookie called Snickerdoodle, and you kind of did that with Dad.
Very much.
Yeah.
Very much like that. So we take a little bit of dough.
And y'all actually sit there and form these cookies by hand.
Yes, we do.
Y'all are hard-working people.
We have a great crew, and we're really
Now,
pleased.
does your family participate in this at all?
We have. I've got 3 sons, and the oldest.
No, I didn't mean beside eating. I meant do they
Well, we did start with their favorite cookies. The oldest started working with us when he finished college last May, and my husband and I work together as well.
Well, that's fun.
And y'all all work together so well. You really do. And now the sugar not only gives it this pretty crystallized look, but it also, I'm sure, adds some flavor to it as well.
It does. It adds a nice little texture, a little sweet crunch when you first bite into the cookie, and then it's chewy on the inside.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna taste these in a little bit, but let's also find out about some of the other flavors you have.
Yeah, we have 6 flavors total.
All right.
We have lemon sugar, which is we introduced about a year ago. It has candied lemon peel in it, in addition to lemon zest and lemon extract. So it's a very complex lemon flavor.
And it's delicious. I've had it personally.
Now, when I looked at it, it was so pretty. It looks like it has it's kind of marbleized looking. How did you accomplish that?
Well, we roll this one, instead of rolling it in this turbinado sugar, we roll it in pearlized sugar.
Pearlized sugar. Well, it really is a pretty cookie.
Thanks. Well, it's pretty yummy too.
Yeah.
Now, what else do we have, Catherine?
We have cranberry orange, and this one has dried cranberries and candied orange peel. So it again has a really chewy, complex texture, and it's also got roasted pecans in it.
I think that that kind of cookie with tea is so good.
yeah.
With a cup of hot tea in the
Absolutely.
afternoon, don't you think so?
We also have chocolate espresso.
Chocolate espresso.
That's one of our original 3 flavors. It is a really deep, rich chocolate flavor. It doesn't really taste like a coffee cookie. The espresso actually deepens the chocolate flavor.
Okay.
We have molasses spice, which is a good, chewy, gingerbready kind of cookie.
Now, you keep saying chewy. It sounds like that's something that you strive for with your cookies?
It is. It is. We have one of our flavors tends to be a little bit crunchier because it's mostly butter and sugar.
Well, there you go.
But that's
Well,
not
we'll
all-
forgive you that.
That's not
You
all
can't
bad.
go wrong with that either.
But the other flavors tend to be chewier.
So like a good glass of cold milk and plate full of cookies.
Yep, it's a wonderful thing. So the molasses has crystallized ginger in it and
does it really?
and some wonderful spices.
Oh,
Great. And we have a couple of more.
We have chocolate cayenne, which we've already mentioned. And then
and now it's not. Now it sounds kind of frightening, but I imagine that you've just got a little hint of the cayenne in it.
it is just a little hint of heat at the very end.
Okay.
And it also has a little bit of bacon. So is that bacon crumbled up in advance, or what kind of bacon is it?
It's an applewood smoked bacon, and we chop it
Okay.
up, so it's in small pieces.
Gosh.
Yum. Can't wait to try those. I can't wait.
Then finally we have cinnamon pecan, and that's the cookie that tends to be a little crunchier. And it is a butter cookie that's rolled in nuts and cinnamon.
And you told us that was your dad's favorite. Is that correct?
My dad, as I said, is the one who taught me to bake. He had a great sweet tooth, and this was his favorite cookie in the world. He called it the goodest cookie ever.
So special. Very good. Well, we're looking forward to trying those.
And then since I always, if I open a box of cookies, I have to eat them all. Do you have? It looks like maybe you package them in smaller quantities
We
too.
do. We have a single serving 2-pack, and in addition to the 8-ounce bag, that's a dozen cookies. And these are great grab and go snacks.
would be.
Great to put in a lunchbox.
Although
Absolutely.
since they're Gray Ghost cookies, that means that they don't have any calories.
Oh, absolutely
They're
not.
as ephemeral as the Gray Man was at Pawleys Island.
That's true. That's true.